Welcome back. So I recently rebuilt my system, and today I spent some time getting my uh, assistant working again, my voice activated assistant. And so she's over here, and let's see, we could start her up again. And why didn't she start up? No, this is the wrong one. I'm in the wrong window. That's why she won't start. All right, so if you look here, you'll see that I'm not in the correct virtual environment here. I'm in the deep speech virtual environment, and that's why she would not start. I have to be in, let's see, Control C here. I have to be in the Juliet virtual environment, and then she will start up fine.
I am Julie. How can I help? To get started, you can say Julie help.
And so after I got her started up, I started trying to get her to work. So one of the commands is Julie write.
You can ask Julia to help. List commands.
Well,
new terminal. Open Reddit. Open YouTube. Open website. Take dictation. Open microphone. I am Julie. How can I help? To get started, you can say Julie help.
Julie left. All right, so this was not working. I would say Julie left, and it would.
Welcome, I am Julia, your virtual artificial intelligence assistant. How may I help you?
All right, so she's responding to hearing her own name. When she hears her own name, she says that. But the problem was I started to try and use this, and the speech recognition had been very good, and all of a sudden it wasn't working very well anymore. And basically the problem is this. If I do a pip 3 list here, I look for Vosk. Vosk is 0.3.10 right now. I don't believe that that's what it had been. I believe that they've come up with a new version of Vosk, and the new version of Vosk, I had been using this 1.4 gigabyte model here, and it just wasn't working very well. It had very low or very high loss. It was just making too many mistakes. And so I came in here. This is the Vosk, the alphacephi.com Vosk website. You can find this by going to the, where is it? I guess you can get it from the Vosk. Let's see. If you go to the Vosk API, you can find their link here to the Vosk website. And once you're on the Vosk website, then you can go to models, and you can come down here and choose their 3.2 gigabyte model, this one here, the Vosk-model-US-US-Danzu. And this is a very accurate model, and it seems to be much better, seems to work much better than the old 1.4 gigabyte model was working. on the older version of Vosk. So here's the thing. I think that when they made improvements and upgraded Vosk, it no longer worked well with the old model. They've done different things. If you come back here and you look at, let's see, if I go into the 1.4 gigabyte model here, you can see that here's what's in here: the AM, the conf, graph, iVector, rescore, and the README file. Now, if I go into model.en, which is the new 3.2 gigabyte model, what's going on here? I could have sworn there was more stuff in here. AM, conf, graph, iVector, README, and rescore. AM, graph, conf, iVector, rescore. This only has an authors.txt and a license.txt that's additional. So, gee, I don't know. I could have sworn that when I did the I could have sworn that it had a lot of other stuff in it when I did the unzipping. But maybe I'm just mistaken about that. And in any case, with this new model, the 3.2 gigabyte model, I'm getting at least as good accuracy as I used to get, probably better. And so this model here, this 3.2 gigabyte model, is specifically built for dictation. So it should be very accurate. The older model, what I found was that I could find words that it could recognize very well and then use them as keywords for my assistant. Anyway, I think this is working better than Google's deep speech right now with this new model. Of course, I'll have to go back again and see if Google is going to come out with some larger, or Mozilla is going to come out with some larger models for us. But when I installed this last week, when I installed deep speech last week, it was still using the same model and seems to be the same version. So they haven't come out with a new version recently, nor any new models. But it's always going to be a race, right? One is going to get better than the other, and vice versa. I assume that Mozilla is going to try to beat Vosk Kaldi in its next version. We'll see how that works. But really, the lesson here is that if you update your program, whatever it is, in this case Vosk, it may stop. You may have to upgrade the model at the same time in order to get decent performance. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about this. I hope this has been helpful to some degree. I'm sorry for a bit of the confusion, and I thank you for watching.